open the file from the scene. File, open scene, select the ball, open. Now that's our ball. I will scale it a little bit bigger from the center. Look at from the both side. Make it sit down on this plane. I create a polyplane. R to scale. Oops. Go to the center and scale it a little bit. And now I'll go to N particles. Make sure you are in FX. N particles. Creation options. Make sure it is balls. Create emitter. Now here is the emitter. Move tool. Move it up. Frames, make it to 500. Play. Now we're going to make the ball to collide with the particles, also the plane. So I select the ball, N-cloth, create passive collider. Same thing for the plane, N-cloth, create passive collider. Pull back, rewind, play. Now the balls are going to be filling it in, and then as they go out, they start rolling on the ground plane. Okay, so we're going to go make a little animation that the particle starts and fills it in, then we will stop it over there. So rewind, frame 1, select the emitter, control A to go to attribute editor, and frame 1. So let me just play a little bit. So I'm gonna go look for a point where it is. So this looks pretty decent, and it's something around 112. So what I will do is that I will keyframe the rate. So I go back to frame 1 and I make right click on the rate selected, and then rate per particle, set key. Then I come to 100 frame. I type in over here 100, and I'm gonna go again, right click on the rate, set a key, and I will type in 101 now, 101, and I'm gonna go make it to 0, set key. So what I did is that I created 3 keyframes starting from 100 to 100 particles per second to all the way to 100 frames, same rate, roughly 3 seconds, more than 3 seconds, and then it's go to 0. So let's see what we got. I rewind and play. here. Okay, so now we will make this position as our starting point, so that it will start from there or it will be there. So what I will do is I'll rewind, play, and I will wait till they kind of like settle down. This is a good position. I will stop it, and then I will select the particles. I can select over here, or I can actually go select over here in the outliner. So it's better idea to select it from the outliner. So now I will go to Fields and Solvers menu, click, go to Initial State. I'll click on Set for Selected. Now if I rewind, you will see that I am in the frame 1, but all these particles are over here for the frame 1. So that's our starting point. So now I can actually delete the emitter, so it's nothing going to happen to the particles. They're sitting over there. So now I'm going to go create an animation for this ball to turn upside to the side like 90-degree, so that the um, balls will roll out from it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, create a small little animation with that frame 1. I'm going to go and select the all these channels, translate XYZ and rotate XYZ. Right click, key selected. I'm going to go take my keyframe up to, let's say, 50. Move tool, I move it a little bit over here, and I again select these channels, key selected. Then at 100, I'm gonna go move it to somewhere around here, and again I go key selected. From 100 to 150, I will rotate the ball, and actually I will move it. So at this point, from 100, I'll go to 130. I'll move this one up, and again key selected, and then from 130 to 160, or maybe 200, I will just rotate this one this way. Go ahead and key selected. This is the right time for me to save this. I'm going to go to the file, save scene as. I will call it ball anim s ball, you name it whichever way you want. Save. Let me just rewind and play. Okay, so it's just an idea. You can be creative and think about something of your own. All these particles, Control A, and if I go to Control A to attribute editor and then shading, this is where it is getting all these colors. So you can always select add more color palettes. Let's say you are going to change that one to yellow. You can see there are some yellows. You can go ahead, add somewhere over here this one to, let's say, a nice pink. So it's your call now. All right.